What's Hunter up to today? He's getting his ass captured because he's a dummy, that's what! So, that right there is exactly why I wanted to get Honey Speedway and Lost Fleet out of the way first. Because those are the only two levels in this homeworld that feature Hunter challenges. If you access either of those levels while Hunter is captured, then there will be a sign in his stead from the sorceress saying that you're not going to see him again or some garbage like that. So it's best to just get those levels out of the way early before he gets captured. That way you can cut down on your backtracking a little bit. So, now that I've explained all of that, let's go to Charmed Ridge, which is actually a pretty fun level, both in the original and this version.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Velinia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Azrael.
What's this? A fairy in a Spyro game? That is unheard of. But you'll actually see that the fairies in this level play a pretty big role. As this is... honestly, I think this is the first and really the only level in the entire original Spyro trilogy that has an expressly like fairy tale feel to it. But you would think that Spyro would be like right at home with that sort of thing. And this being the only level, and loud noises, this being the only level to really take advantage of that is kind of weird, honestly. See, even the fodder. It's a frog, yes, but it's a frog with a little crown on it. That's a... wait, no, I want to kill the frog. That's adorable. But yeah, this is a really, you know, a concept that really fits well with Spyro, and it's also a concept that's very well done. All these evil cat wizards who are able to make enemies larger like that, which is, you know, sort of inconvenient when they start to enlarge enemies that... wait, are you serious? When they start to enlarge enemies that are, that have metal armor. Which means you have to take out the cats first before you can attack them. And, really in that regard, they're kind of like the druids in Magic Crafters. Not only do they, like, manipulate enemies, but they also manipulate the environment to kind of thwart your attempts at saving the world.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser, Prince Azrael.
Well, what are we waiting for? Come on, Eileen! I'm pretty sure I make that joke every single time I play this level. So yeah, our mission is to actually get down here. To the end of the level. Oh my god, I made it. I'm so good at the game. Yeah. This is an instance where the end of the level is actually accessible right from the beginning. However, there's nothing here, which is weird. The end of the level actually only truly triggers if you enter it through that door. So yes, unfortunately, we do have to loop all the way around. I just think it's kind of funny that the end of the level is accessible right from the start, even though there's nothing there. But hey, that is a pretty easy way to get those 2 extra lives that are over on the pedestal over there. Just jump from the start of the level over here. See what I mean right here? Big boy. And they cannot be defeated. It can't even be charged into because the collision detection is really weird. Seriously, what is it with the sparks just not wanting to pick up certain gems? I understand they're close to the wall, but is that really the best excuse? I see how this is all like fairy tale oriented with all these towers and all the magic. Seriously, how is this the only Spyro level that has like a fairy tale feel to it? I mean, Spyro himself is a dragon, which is something that's pretty common in fairy tales. Ugh. Also, that tower can be kind of hard to avoid sometimes, since it follows you like wherever you go, and if you go like, if you move like, it'll flatten you. So it's kind of annoying. Speaking of annoying, hey, look who it is, Moneybags. You ain't gonna arch me today, Archer. Insert Archer joke here. Danger zone. Yeah, that's all I got. I haven't seen Archer in a while, okay?
Well,
Jeez.
Spyro, today is your lucky day.
I highly doubt that since you're here.
Out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass.
You do realize there's literally no difference between a small fee and a small toll, right? I ain't buying into your BS.
Suit yourself, Spyro. But every time I think of that poor, poor fairy princess being captured by those villainous wizards, I simply break down in tears.
Yeah, I bet you do. What are you doing, using reverse psychology on me? How could you?
You have chosen wisely, Spyro.
I mean, it apparently
I'll tell
worked if
the
I said
wizards
yes.
to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just doing dragon things. Wait, raise this. Thank you. Thank you for raising the steps. Now I'm just going, oh god, oh jeez. That was a very uncomfortable shot of my butt.
You know, come to think of it, the wizards only agreed to raise the steps. They never said they wouldn't lower them again. Those guys are pretty clever, aren't they?
And that's why you always have to read the fine print. There's always a loophole somewhere. Those crafty, with those cunning kittens. Look at them. Look at that proud little smile. They know what they did. They know what they did was wrong. It's wrong, I tell ya. Ugh. Oh god. However, there is a way that we can exact revenge on those conniving felines, and it is right through here after we rescue Benjamin, and hopefully not break him. Why, look at that, it's a power flame, or a super flame. It's a flame that makes us better at flaming. So all we must do is climb up this ladder to this vantage point right here, and boom! And, are you serious? Boom! There we go. Unfortunately, the gems gravitate right towards you. And now that those two wizards are taken care of, the steps are permanently raised. So, yay. Also, there's a rocket here, which will open up that lockbox, which is kind of weird that there's a rocket to open up the lockbox when you could just as easily use the super flame. Oh well. As I always say, video game logic. And that was also the cat wizard that's controlling that rook, I guess it's supposed to be. Ugh. Got a crazy gliding going on over here. Okay, let's maybe not have that happen next time. Actually, let's see if I can get him with the super flame. That might be easier, especially going over here. And am I able to make that jump? Nope, I am not. I am going to get this right this time, I swear. Here we go. What's going on, Mo? Oh my gosh, have I freed Larry yet? I don't remember. I know there is a Curly somewhere. And I already freed Shemp. I remember that because he has a very unique name. Also, you can take these steps to go back over here and see that tower over there? That is what is known as the Impossible Tower. Although it's really not that hard. You just gotta go boop. And there you go. And you get a skill point out of it. Huzzah! And also don't forget about these gems down here, as I tend to forget gems that are in lockboxes. I opened the lockbox and then I just completely ignored the gems. I was like, hey, I opened it. That's good enough, right? Now we see these retracting steps over here. To avoid them, just glide on over here to Safe Haven. And more gems. Hello.
There's no time to lose.
Hey, it's my
Prince
wife.
Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal a poor princess.
Well then, let's go. Also, that's a lovely shade of green. Hey, you match Sparks. Do you two shop at the same store? Yes, careful timing. And then there's this asshole with the falling rocks. Oh boy. He's gonna be a little bit... I was gonna say hard to avoid, but I guess it wasn't the rocks that I really needed to worry about now, was it? Okay, let's try this again. This time go between the rocks. There we go. Hoya! another fairy. I just talked to one of you.
I just saw Prince
I
Asriel
get
run
it.
into the castle. We have to stop him before he reaches the princess.
My gosh, this had better be worth it. The way that you're building up this Prince Asriel character and how evil he is, he had better be just one bad mother. Open sesame. And also, oh my gosh, and also Princess Amy had better be real grateful for me saving her. Because I am going through an awful lot of stupid garbage to make this happen, and that guy fell into nothing. That was weird. Ooh, it is time for the 4th of July. And there's 6 of these. I guess you could call them bottle rockets now that I think about it. That's an appropriate name. And then just a whole bunch of gems that honestly don't really add to all that much, so I don't know why there was that many. Again, it's similar to Enter the Dragonfly level of gem placement. Spark, stop slacking. I know you're hungry, but my gosh, priorities, man. Oh. We just double-check that there's none in the tall grass here. I think we're good. The grass isn't even that tall, so yeah, we should be good. Now let us finally free the princess! There she is! I've come to save you!
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Asriel just the dreamiest?
Wait, what?
The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope.
What?
By the way, Asriel says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
What a twist! Was this level directed by M. Night Shyamalan? Yeah, as a kid, I'd say this was honestly probably... Oh, look at him. Oh, my god, he really is dreamy. He's such a rebel. This honestly was probably one of my first exposures to what would be known as the plot twist. As stupid and honestly kind of predictable as it is, I mean, to be fair, when I first played this game, I was 10 years old, so... And ever since then, I've had a bit of an affinity with plot twists. I mean, yes, this one is weak and honestly kind of stupid and forced, but at the same time, it's pretty damn funny, you have to admit. This whole thing about Prince Asriel being evil and Princess Amy being just a damsel in distress being taken against her will, just being built up and built up and built up, and then in the end, oh, I actually love him. They were trying to manipulate you. So now we have... Yeah, this is the last Sergeant Bird level. So hopefully it's a good one.
Good day, Spyro.
Good
I'd
day.
like to stay and chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a fairy friend of mine.
Oh.
Just a friend, you understand. Strictly
Uh-huh.
platonic relationship.
Yep, sure.
Certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What are you giving me that look for?
Oh. Can I be your wingman? It's a pun. Oh, he's gonna get some tonight. Hello.
Where have you been, James? We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that old matters of national security line again. I guess it doesn't matter, though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We'll just have to call off our date. That is, unless you want to battle the witches.
The things I do for Poon. Let's make it happen. Ugh. Yep, these cat wizards are coming in to crash the party, so just stay airborne, keep on firing, then you'll hit something eventually. Yeah, these cat wizards just kind of barrel towards you. That's their attack, so keep a beat on them. Yeah, keep firing, you'll hit something eventually, because the homing on the missiles is pretty effective. And also, there's windows that you can break. And I'll tell you more about that a little bit later. Come on, come on! There we go, nice.
Oh, I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show after all. Well, I just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality, because there are still a lot more witches in the temple.
Yep, this is a challenge that's in 3 sections. And yes, you only get 1 egg for completing all of it. And if you die, guess what? You have to do it all again. Fortunately, this one is made a little bit easier than the original by the fact that there is fodder right outside the temple every time you come back in. So that'll help keep your health up, rather well. And also, if you find yourself really low on health during one of these battles, especially the 3rd one, I would actually recommend saving this for the 3rd one. But if you do end up destroying all of the stained glass windows in the temple, then you get a skill point and full Sparks health. So that's a nice little strategy for you. And even if you're not low on health, if you're like almost done with the challenge, then just get the windows anyway, because, you know, skill point. Ow, that hurt. Whew, got 2 for 1 on that one. Get out of here.
I must admit, James, I am impressed.
But your name was
There are
Isabel.
still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turn the floor into deadly blue ooze. Oh, do be careful, okay?
So the deadly blue ooze isn't really that much of an issue because, you know, we have been staying airborne this whole time, even though, oh my god, it looks amazing. I love that shade of blue so much. But there is something else that makes these witches a bit harder, and also I'm levitating somehow. Does anyone else see this? Freaking weird. These witches have really upped their game this time because not only do they charge at you, but could one of you just attack me, please? I actually want you to attack me. Appease me. Ugh, they fire stuff at you. I'm not sure if you saw that, but they do. Trust me. Come on, just one of you. See, there we go. You see that? Oh my god, her eyes kind of became demonic for a second there. That was kind of freaky. Come on. Okay. Yeah, before I actually succeed in this challenge, let me get these windows here. There we go. Okay. The homing on the missiles can start working at any time. Why did they just suddenly decide to not work now? There we go. Let the last one go. There you are. And that's it. Easy money.
You did it, James. Oh, I knew you weren't the leader of the hummingbird resistance movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
Oh, well, just allow me to unzip my... Oh, hi, it's an egg. So, what exactly is there to do, like, date-wise in a temple anyway? Especially one that's so barren with nothing to do. I should probably stop thinking about this until it becomes more than just PG-13. Also, what the heck are you doing? Get away from me. Miles at the top of this tower, I pretty much just glanced right over this mystery vase here. Which is... the only other one in the game is in Bamboo Terrace. I am quite sure of that. I don't think there's any in the next homeworld. So yeah, just these two. I know I keep on saying that, and it's... Oh my god, again with this... Yeah, this jump can be a bit hard to make. Actually, would it be easier if I just go over here? Huh, quite a bit easier, actually. Wish I'd known that. What are you doing still alive? Didn't I already get your gem? I did. You just respawned for no reason. Stop your shenanigans. Alright, so we gotta go all the way over there. We are not able to make it from over there, though. You gotta climb all the way back up. Should I glide over to you? Are you gonna be able to hit me? You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk falling to my death again when it's unwarranted. And that one is, the wall that's over by Moneybags. We'll get that later, though. Once we take care of all these guys here. Yeah, come on. What's new, pussycat? You're deaf, that's what. Get out of here. And there's a challenge portal there, but let's finish getting that mystery base first. And also, hopefully not dying from this guy. Let's just... Oh my gosh, did you see those ninja skills? Heck yeah, that was alright. I have to say, even though there's fewer mystery vases in Spyro 3 than there was in Spyro 2, the spaces in which they appear are far closer together, so there's more for you to destroy, I guess, before you get to the end. In Spyro 2, you only had to destroy it maybe 4 or so times, and this one you have to destroy it like 6 or 7 times. Jump right down here, and then right there is the platform where we first started. And to get there, you just glide from up here. Whee! And there's that done. So now I believe the only thing we have left to do is go to that challenge portal that I kind of passed earlier in favor of the mystery vase. So let's go over there now. I don't know why I went up that whirlwind. And here we are. Oh dear God, what is that demonic being that is before me? Are you judging my soul right now?
According to legend,
Oh my God, it
there's
talks!
a golden goose at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first person to the top so I can grab it.
Please just either spare me or eat me so we can get this over with.
I just bought some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Gross seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
Thank you, oh harbinger of all destruction. So as you can probably tell, I don't particularly like how Jack looks in this version of the game. I mean, to be fair, he did have those small black beady eyes in the original as well, but when they're in high def like that, just no. He looks so just no. Very, very creepy. Also, you might have noticed this puzzle right here is very similar to the beanstalk puzzle from Zephyr in Spyro 2. Same general idea. Well, general idea. There are a few differences that make this a little bit different and a little bit more challenging. One is that there's actually 2 different kinds of seeds. Flower seeds, which are these yellowish ones right here, and mushroom seeds, which are these bouncing purple ones. And the flower ones, you can just stand on them and, you know, that's it. Doesn't really do anything else other than just act as a platform. These ones, the mushrooms, they give you a bit of an extra jumpy boost. Yeah. And same as in Zephyr, just flaming the plants will make them turn back into seeds. And also, I noticed that the patches of ground in which you need to plant the seeds are a lot more obvious than they were in Reignited Zephyr, which is quite welcome. There we go, we're already halfway there. And he just jumps right up. What does he need the seeds for? Frickin' cheater.
I found this egg on the way up here. I think it was laid by a golden goose. We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
I will say, especially for his new look, his voice actor is very fitting. Also, I didn't notice up until right now, but let me actually wait until the camera focuses in on Jack again.
You've been doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
I can't believe I haven't noticed this in like the 3 other times I've played this game, but there is a gold medal around his neck with just the word Jack on it. It's a cute little touch. I like that. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, that's not gonna get annoying. Ugh. Brr. Hover sometimes does not want to work if you press it too soon. There we go. Plant it here. No, I haven't really mentioned this yet, but Charmed Ridge is another one of my favorite level redesigns, especially because of the background. The background is just so colorful and vibrant with the waterfall and the snow-capped mountains. It all looks really neat. It reminds me a little bit of Magic Crafters Homeworld, especially with like the windmills in the background too. This game just has such a vibrant color palette, and it's not afraid to flaunt it at any given time. Bounce across the mushrooms, oh Jesus. See, there's a bunch more seeds right over here. Now this flower one here, you actually want to go back and plant it here. And plant it here, I said. Please obey me. Do not obey me. Disobey me, boy. And that way you have oh my gosh, stop. And that way you have 3 mushroom seeds. And trust me, you're going to need all of the jumpy boost that you can get. Because you need to jump from this one over to this one and go all the way over to this one so you can reach the top of that tower. And no, if you do plant a flower one here, you're not going to get nearly enough, like, distance or airtime to fly over to the mushroom one over here. Because they're too far apart, is the problem. So you're going to need another mushroom to give yourself an extra boost, so you can glide farther. So let's do that really quick. Alright, let's give this the old 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Because the jumping power is so good and useful. And 3. That golden goose is adorable. He looks so happy.
At last, I found the legendary golden goose. You can have another one of its eggs as a souvenir.
You do realize that those eggs aren't golden, so it wasn't laid by a golden goose. Jack, be real with me here. Are you colorblind? Are ya? Oh wait, the goose has a reaction too? Oh my god, it does. Hey, let's have some roasted goose. Now, yeah, this, wait, what? Okay, it's kind of weird that his dialogue is accessible from over here.
That's the ugliest goose I've ever seen.
That's because it was a dragon, you dolt! Now, if you notice this little patch of floor right here looks like it's some pretty messy patchwork. That's because if you head bash it, it's a secret room with secret gems. And this should be the last of it. Yeah, and that should mean 100% Charmed Ridge, yes. So Charmed Ridge is done, which means we can get out of here.
Hello. I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
Don't push your luck, Hunter.
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
I had to help Spyro rescue the eggs.
You just don't understand. If we don't bring dragons back to this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The dragons used to live here?
Yes, this was their original home. But a long, long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were the source of all our magic.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back, if you let me go.
There's always a catch.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Translation. I want to, but I'll probably die if I do. And Hunter doesn't really seem distressed by this at all. He's just like, oh, that's fine, I still have my apple. So I'm happy. Alright, so I believe there's only one level left in Evening Lake, and that is Frozen Altars. It's a very good level, except for one problem. That was actually much more of a problem in the original. But either way, let us go.
Welcome to Frozen Altars, Spyro.
You're blue.
On behalf of the Ice Fairies, I want to grant you a special power for as long as you stay in our world.
You know, she says Ice Fairies, but she's literally the only Ice Fairy that we see in this entire level. So, I think she ate all of the rest of them. Ooh, she kissed me. Okay, so, wait. What'd you do? You kissed me. What did you do? Oh my gosh, I have blue flames now! Which means it is even hotter than before, right? Because we're in the fire level. Let's really burn something. Oh, it freezes them! Would you look at that? Ugh. So yeah. Frozen Altars has a really cool concept in that, yeah, the entire time that you're in this level, you can only use your flame breath to freeze enemies. Except for fodder, apparently. Which is really cool. I mean, I know that there was a... They kind of played with the Super Freeze concept in Spyro 2 with the Cloud Temples level. But here it's for an entire level, which is really neat. And partially excuses the fact that power-ups kind of take a back seat in this game.
Some
Hello.
bearer sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox. But with these flippers, I can't even turn it on. You'd have no trouble using it, though. Just walk inside. When you're done, press the action button, and you'll walk back out.
You know, consider yourself lucky. There were no characters in the original Spyro trilogy that had opposable thumbs, so you better count your lucky stars. So, yep. Just walk right in, and now you're in control of this big old laser, which you can use to fry enemies. Careful, because they might run away from you. There we go. And you also need these to progress through the level by melting these ice blocks here. Or just crushing them into smithereens, because science.
When I get my flippers on that rotten bear...
You know, if you can't, you know, pull a lever for a laser, that what makes you think you'll be able to strangle a greedy Ursine. A duplicitous Lawsinous Ursine at that. And yeah, you can destroy those, piles of coal that these Rhinox use as ammo. And when you do... Then... Get out of here. Then this'll happen. He'll show his booty to you. His very, very small booty. My gosh. And you can also freeze him in place, which is really satisfying. Yeah. I'm kind of sad that there wasn't a skill point. There is a skill point in this level, but we cannot access it right now. Once we get further, then we will. So then, let's get further. And this guy has a really quick reaction time with the club, so just go up to him and then freeze him! And then charge him. And down he goes. See, Zoe's not an ice fairy. It would have been kind of cool if they made all of the Zoes in this level blue, because that would have been a little bit more consistent with the whole ice fairies concept. But nope.
Eustace and I were having a snowman building competition when the sorceress brought them to life with a spell. Since then, they've been stomping around, building ice walls, and generally causing trouble.
God. I'm really glad that they retained the look of the snowmen from the original. They actually look pretty much the same. Just with the really evil-looking eyes and the really, scraggly arms and jagged teeth. God, they look really creepy. And if you go up to them, then... nightmare fuel happens. Oh, hey, a gem. Give me that. You know, it's kind of weird that, you know, the sorceress brought these snowmen to life to cause havoc, and yet she spawned them right next to a powerful laser that can just melt them. You know, for someone who wants to take over the world and cause havoc, you're you don't really think things through all that well, do you, Sorceress? Especially when there's a feisty purple dragon on the case. Careful and sliding across the ice to this guy! Yes! Ugh, did not mean to go in that direction. What's your deal?
It'd be easy to get up to that treasure if you had something to stand on.
Ah, that's very true. We should look around for something to stand on. Because I can't quite reach it. Don't have enough hang time. Maybe if I had like an ice block or something? What do you think?
An ice block, yeah.
Ah.
That's what you need to reach that treasure. Now, how are we going to get one around here?
I have an idea! You know, when I was a kid, it took me way too freaking long to figure out that that's what I needed to do. I was kind of a slow kid, okay?
I don't know why, but I feel really cold.
That's probably because this is an ice cavern, and also I just froze you. Makes me wonder, is cryogenic freezing an actual thing? Does it actually work? I have my doubts. It's something that I've always wondered, and yet I've never bothered to look it up. Maybe while I'm editing this, I'll research a little bit and see what I come up with. As my friend Josh always says, to the internet! Except I'm pretty sure he stole that from the Fairly Odd Parents or something similar, but still, he says it a lot. And that counts for something, damn it. So. Again, this is a level that, Spyro fans tend to not look forward to, and it's because of this minigame right here. You know how earlier when I was in the Bentley level that there is a Bentley challenge portal later that employs none of the mechanics that you learn as Bentley up to that point? This is it. And it's really annoying and really grueling in the original, but here it's dumbed way down, which is both a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion, and you'll see why once we get into it.
Spyro, I have just received word from my little brother. He appears to be having some trouble with the Yeti.
Yep. Here we go.
Took my ball. I told him to give it back or you'd kick his lousy butt, but he wouldn't listen.
I know, that's fine. You can go ahead and keep it if, you know... My god, you're annoying. This is happening.
I knew you'd do it. Go and show him not to mess with us. Remember to block his high punches and hit him low when he tries to block.
Why do I have to fight your battles, Bartholomew? Can't you take him on? I mean, actually, why don't you do that? You can totally take him. He's totally not going to crush you to a pulp, and I totally won't laugh about it later. No, hell no. So yeah, this game has a boxing minigame, which is... It was weird 18 years ago, and it's freaking weird now. There's the controls for it, and just so you know, don't bother blocking high. It's kind of a waste of time. So there you go. Let's do it. Thankfully, this challenge is made a lot easier in this version. Just keep on mashing the buttons. What I usually do is alternate between quick jabbing with square and body blowing with X. Tends to work pretty easily. Oh god. Ugh. Now, what made this challenge so much harder and more frustrating in the original was a couple things. One, the collision detection... Holy shit, I already won. I got hit like twice. Nice.
You really showed him. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my ball.
But it's not over yet.
You should go back and kick his butt again. Make him give me my ball back.
So you want your ball back, ribs? Why do I come up with these awful jokes that not even a 2-year-old would laugh at?
This time, it'll be a 3-round match. And when you win, don't let him send you off with a stupid egg.
Hey, they're not stupid! Why would I be collecting all of them if they were? So yeah, what made this challenge so... just... derided in the original was, For one thing, the collision detection was absolute garbage. You could hit him square in the jaw, and he could even hit you square in the jaw, and it wouldn't count for anything. And another thing that made it really bad was the knockback. Every time you would punch him, or he would punch you, then you would get knocked back quite a bit, to the point where either you would be in the corner or he would be. And that was kind of annoying. Here, the collision detection is considerably better, and there's absolutely no knockback. And the thing that makes it both better and worse is that, one, it's a little bit easier, the controls are a lot more responsive, but the fact that there's no collision, honestly, well, not collision, but knockback, rather, my bad. The fact that there's no knockback makes this feel oddly stiff. Like, there's not really a whole lot of life to it. The animations look really janky and, like, really rushed. So, I don't know, I guess it's, you know, not a double-edged sword, my god, I can't talk. It's a tit-for-tat type of situation. You lose some of the substance, but at the same time, it's a little bit better. So you just keep on mashing away, and you'll get it. Easy. If you're feeling ballsy, go ahead and do a big hookaroo with circle for extra damage. And the skill point for Frozen Altars is, during this challenge, beat the Yeti in 2 rounds or less, which I'm about to do. There we go. Skill point acquired.
It's just another stupid egg.
Well, I'm happy. Why can't you? Why can't you share in my happiness? This is what brotherly love is supposed to be, man. And if you are wondering what happened to Bartholomew's precious ball, after all, it's just a ball. It's not like a freaking iPad or anything. It's a ball. You could literally make one out of snow on the ground. You have an unlimited supply of snowballs on the ground, and yet you're attached to this one ball that holds absolutely no meaning or substance, and you made me bucks eating for no reason. Even though I got 2 eggs out of it, I still consider it being no reason. I'm just gonna go back in there.
Oh, I found my ball. I'd forgotten I lent it to Eugene yesterday. No harm done, right?
I am going to murder everything about you. So now that that's done, let's move on. And by move on, I mean melt the snowman, because he was looking at me funny. And he murdered my family. And he stole my lunch money. Yeah, there we go. And now we are free to roam on this platform at last. And also you'll notice that there's a crap ton of gems in this level. It's mostly 5s and 10s, and that's because there are no gems in either of the challenge portals. And since all of the levels, well, most of the levels anyway, in Evening Lake go up to 600 gems, they kind of have to make up for it by having gems with a high value. So here's the quote-unquote end of the level right here, where we at least unlock the return home portal.
Out, Spyro. Why don't you take this? The Rhinox were trying to fry it with a laser, but you stopped them just in time.
So many eggs, like, almost get hard-boiled around here. It's kind of scary. I understand they're eggs, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat them. Dragons are endangered enough as is. Just watch Game of Thrones, you'll know. Oh my god, you again? What? You again?
Say, Spyro, you're a sports fan, aren't you?
Not really.
As you probably know, Frozen Altars is the birthplace of the great sport of cat hockey.
Oh snap, never mind, yes I am.
Sold out, of course. But I just happen to have a spare ticket that I'll sell you for, say, a teensy-weensy markup.
Teensy-weensy meaning 800 gems, which is 200 more than what's in the entire freaking level. You stingy bastard.
Off you go, then. But you'll regret it. Many years from now, you'll sit on your old dragon haunches and wish with all your might for just one more chance to see a game of cat hockey.
Since that was oddly profound, how can I say no to you now?
Head on in, Spyro. It should be a thrilling match. In fact, I've even placed a little wager on the Rhinox team. Let's just hope the local team doesn't have any last-minute accidents.
Oh yeah, let's hope. Seriously, Moneybags is just a straight-up jerk in this game, and I love it so much. He's honestly... Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of a character that I could kind of, Okay, I'm not the only one who hears that, right? Is that supposed to be the pitter-patter of the dude's flippers who went into the return home portal and it's just glitching? Oh my gosh, I'm experiencing so many more glitches in this actual Let's Play than I have when playing this game casually. Oh, that's really sad. But yeah, let me actually think about a character that I could compare Moneybags to, like the likable jerk who always tries to sabotage everything and then just blows up in his face later on. It'll come to me.
Hate to spoil the game for you, Spyro, but I've already bribed the local team to forfeit to the Rhinox.
Oh my god, there has to be oh my god. Oh my god. Why didn't this come immediately to mind? Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. He's always such a greedy, stingy dude who comes up with these grand schemes to get even richer, and it just ends up blowing up in his face. So, yeah. Moneybags is Mr. Krabs confirmed. He's Money Krabs. I hate myself for saying that. Anyway, let's watch a game of cat hockey.
I challenged a Rhinoc to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper while training. Would you mind taking my place?
Or let's play a game of cat hockey, rather.
Great. Freeze the cats and push them into my goal to score.
So this is pretty similar to the hockey minigame in Colossus. This game is honestly incredibly rehashed from Spyro 2. Which is kind of weird that it's my favorite in the original trilogy. So, no, don't push. There you go. So yeah, just keep on periodically freezing the other hockey player to prevent him from actually, playing the game. And you should be just fine. A lot of times he'll just straight up come to you. Because he's a glutton for punishment. And there was actually a time when it was actually the very first time I played this game. I froze the hockey player when he was like right next to the wall of the rink. And he ended up... That was weird. And he ended up glitching through the entire level. Meaning, he pretty much just fell off the edge, so I was free to win the game myself. Also, how did you score? This is glitching for me now, isn't it? I'm talking about a glitch and I've experienced a new one. No, you do not do that. You do not get to do that. Don't you mention his name! Oh, come on. No. Also, these cats are really sensitive depending on where you push them, so be careful. You want to get it, like, right on the money. Just like that.
Well done. I think you deserve to keep the Champions Cup.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the single most disappointing Dragon Baby redesign in the entire game. How can you name the dragon Ba and not have him come out of a sheep costume like he did in the original? Just making him all white doesn't mean anything if there isn't a sheep costume. Seriously, I can still hear that? My god, Toys for Bad, patch this game, please. But seriously, I really hope that they change Ba up too, because that is just so depressing. It is just crushing a can of Coca-Cola. It is so depressing. Also, there's a laser here for getting those mini mastodons down there, but don't even bother. It's too time consuming. Just go down there and kill them yourself. So now there's an entire area of the level that we've yet to explore, and it's up above, in tops of the temples and the towers. And this is kind of a pain in the butt to navigate, because it requires, like... Gosh darn it! It requires pitch-perfect jumping and gliding. Also, I'm kind of hanging off the edge. That's weird. Please don't slide off when this cutscene ends. Thank you. So there's an area over there, but there's also an area over here. And it's really hard to make that jump and glide over there. This may take a couple tries. Notice that it works best if you charge into it, and I think I might have goofed it. I did a really good job of saving that. I'm proud of myself. And there's this area over here that was just barely out of reach down here where the first snowman was. Tricky, tricky. Making us work for our gems. I see how it is. Making us work for our money. And then if we glide on over here from the top of the stairs, this should be the last of the gems and the last egg right there on that pedestal. Excellent. Cecil B. DeMille. And is that it? That is it. Alright. So that was a lovely time in Frozen Altars. I'm going to miss my super freeze breath, but alas, all good things must come to an end. Also, that is a really nice touch. I just noticed that. You know how, in every other level, if Spyro flames, grass, then it becomes scorched? Here, that doesn't happen. It would have been a nice touch if the grass became, like, frosted. But either Toys for Bob didn't think of that, or they did and just didn't have time to put it in, which, you know, makes sense. But with that being said, Frozen Altars needs to be left alone for a while. And by a while, I mean forever. And by forever, I mean I'm just going to leave and stop talking now. And I can still hear him, what the hell? Now, even though we have rescued all of the denizens from each world, we aren't automatically warped to the next means of transportation to get to the next world because, well, we're underwater and they can't really talk to us while we're underwater. So this is the only homeworld in the game in which you actually have to go to the means of transport yourself after you've freed all of the duders. And here they all are. And it's a freaking rocket, which is amazing.
The rocket is ready for launch, Spyro.
The rocket is ready for launch. They did that. You knew what you were doing when you wrote that line, Insomniac. Making fun of speech impediments, are we?
Aboard, Spyro, and boldly go where no dragon is gone before. Well,
lame.
At least not in 1,000 years, at any rate.
Wait, do you have a reaction? Oh my god, you do. You'd think that a big burly dude like you wouldn't even be fazed by a little purple dragon like me, but I guess not. I don't know why it was important for me to mention the fact that Spyro's purple, but still.
Hop on, Spyro. Don't worry. Fairy engineering has never failed.
I'll believe that when I don't crash and burn.
I guess this Uncle Junk is supposed to fly. Ooh, sure glad I ain't the one getting on.
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence. You helped work on it! Are you questioning your own abilities to make me not die? Darn it, Crazy Ed. What did you even jump at? I was gonna say, did you just jump for no reason? Because that jumping animation was different than what happens when I attack you. So were you just jumping for joy at the fact that I'm finally leaving your home? You jerk.
Fueled up and ready to go, Spyro.
Alright, well then let's not keep it waiting. Let's go to Midnight Mountain. Team Spyro's blasting off again!
That's it! I've had enough! I'm going to create a monster to end all monsters! And I'm going to send it out to destroy all the dragons, even the little hatchlings.
God, that's dark.
Yes! It will smash them and crush them and grind them and tear them all.
Yeah, that's pretty much the reaction I'm having right now, Bianca.
And smush them and crack them and crease them!
Get me out of here, you!
Oh, hi.
But, won't that kill them?
Yes.
Doesn't matter, as long as I can still collect their wings!
What?
What? all this time you've only wanted them for their wings?
Of course, you ignorant girl. I need them for a spell so I can live forever.
Wait a second. A spell?
What did you think I was going to do with all those dragons? Open a zoo?
Ooh, if I had my blaster, you'd be singing a different tune. You know what I mean?
God, I
You
love
said
Agent
just
9.
Keeping them in our world was enough. You never said you had to kill them.
I don't have to kill them. It just stops them from wriggling so much.
Jesus.
You're terrible. I can't believe I ever listened to you.
She finally comes around after that.
Stupid, insolent brat. I'll take care of her as soon as I finish off that dragon. Now, where was I? Ah, yes.
Well, this is gonna get real ugly.
Oh, yeah, I'm really surprised that they left that line in, especially the one where she says, I don't have to kill them, just stops them from wriggling so much. Even in 2000, that line was pretty freaking brutal.
This might be our last stand, Spyro. The sorceress plans to use this monster to destroy every iota of her opposition, beginning with the two of us. Alas, there is no time for ruminating. A battle awaits us. I will endeavor to assist you by means of a steady provision of combustible projectiles.
Which means we're just gonna blow them up. Got it. So this is Scorch, the third boss. And the final boss before we encounter the sorceress. And he is kinda hard. We just pick up these rockets here that Bentley chucks at you, then you fire him when his shield is down. Take care of these guys. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if I got him. I probably didn't. You gotta be quick. You gotta be ruthless. Oh, come on. And Spyro does, you know, shoot at an upward angle automatically, so don't worry about, like, stopping to aim. I mean, the triangle button doesn't even do anything in this battle, so... Okay, then we got these guys. Urgh. The crazy TNT dudes from Icy Peak. He does summon a few more enemies as the battle goes on, as he becomes weaker. He ups his tactics a bit. Let's actually see if we can get him to spawn another enemy. I don't think so. I think this is just more of the TNT guys. Yep. Am I able to outrun you? Please say yes. I am. Good. Just keep an eye on the shadows when he does that. And then there's... what is he doing? Okay, nope. Oh yeah, those are one of the fire imps from, Spyro 2's Cloud Temples! Oh my god, that was close. And I think there's one more kind of enemy that he spawns. Let's see if I can get him to do it. Is this it? Yes! It is the return of Buzz! Ugh! Begone, foul demon! Blah. Oh, come on. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Blah. Come on, this should be my chance right here. Come on. Yes! Wait, not yes. One more hit. Darn it. Oh, God. Let's give me all the green rockets. There we go. Actually made pretty short work of him. That's good. Ooh, so ferocious. You're gonna grow up to be a feisty one. And on we go to Midnight Mountain.